Hello and welcome back to Vampire. We are once again delving into the darkness. Ooh, yes, okay, we're very strong now, aren't we? We have our upgrades, we have our ultimate. Now, it's come to my attention that given our actions, yours and mine, of the last episode, that we are well and truly on the path deep into the abyss. So, I think, given that this is my first playthrough and I am playing in a way as to, let's just say reflect my natural instincts when it comes to vampires and what I think a vampire would do, should do, could do. I think we're just gonna like remove the chains a little bit, just a little bit, not much. All right. So we have a mission, and by that, of course, I mean like a little bit less holding back. All right, we're on the way to the darkness. What's the point in resisting? Give in to the temptation. That's the whole point, isn't it? Right. Behind us somewhere. Tell Edgar Swansea about Razvan Vasil's blood. So there's lots more people to eat. We have no XP, so it's logical. Not only is it an emotional decision, it's a logical decision. Hello, Milton. Don't worry, I won't go overboard. I'm just trying to look at this. And I think we might need to do some work here.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. Well, thanks, anyway.
Do you now? Is he suspicious of our...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody...
Milton's shotgun. So we've got a little bit of cash, but not much. Who else is sick? She's not sick. Dr. Thoreau is. Headache. Fatigue. What else have we got here? Okay. Took a minute to come up. So we've got a sepsis, a headache, and anemia. Oh wait, and a cold. No, so just those three: sepsis, anemia, and a headache. So we can cure a couple others: cold, fatigue, cold, headache, fatigue, a lot of fatigue, headache.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness.
Yeah, we don't have it.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Right, let's go do the mission.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
He sounds guilty. Why does he sound guilty? He's giving off suspicious vibes. Don't tell me. I'm gonna guess. This is a guess. He's manufactured some sort of variation of the flu combined with the vampire blood. So he's attached the vampire issue problem to the flu virus, making it super, like, more easily susceptible. Humans more easily susceptible. Something like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior.
Maybe not him, but someone.
More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stole, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I may turn London into my realm.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the Children of the Night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
Sounds like my kind of
thank you, Jonathan.
my kind of gameplay.
But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
The eye was in the tomb. Mission update. Attend Mary's funeral. I have just informed Edgar Swans... Wait, we killed Mary, didn't we? I have just informed Edgar Swansea that Nurse Crane will not be working at the Pembroke Hospital anymore. I also informed him of what I found in Whitechapel. Razvan Vasily, the patient I was unable to save in Nurse Crane's illegal dispensary, was not only infected by the Spanish flu, but also had the highly unstable blood of the Scarls. Could the London vampire epidemic be transmitted through the flu? It is now a plausible hypothesis. Unfortunately, this news is no match for what Edgar just told me. My sister Mary is to be buried at the Stonebridge Cemetery. I feel compelled to go there for the ceremony, and at the same time I'm terrified to stand in front of the grave of my first victim as a vampire. Are you sick, Doc?
I need to talk to you.
Please do so.
Oh wait, okay.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Priwen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
Not far from the truth, is it? I mean, we're not feral, but you know, he's our accomplice.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out.
Something
and
going
offered me
on.
the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
Something going on, isn't there? Something like an undercurrent of deception, or somebody's up to something.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
Yeah, there's some sort of
We'll talk
undercurrent
later.
of like corruption, or you know, somebody's doing something that we're not privy to just yet. Whether it's somebody we know or it's somebody we haven't met yet. Alright, now reach the Stonebridge Cemetery. Which is where exactly? Up here. I am a little bit hungry, guys. What do we have? Oh, okay, I can do that, can I? I didn't realise. What do we have again? Sepsis, headache, anemia. Don't hate me. I told you my memory's bad.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I can lock on in this mode too. But it's not super like... Let's have a look at this guy. We haven't spoke to him yet.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
You don't say. The Supreme Butcher, who came back from the front. Should I feel honored?
I beg your pardon?
I don't like you, sir, and I despise hypocrisy.
Is that
My
so?
name is Dr. Waverly Aykroyd, by the way, and I do not wish to see my patients murdered.
Oh, is that right? Oh god, he's strong.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
I will see you later. It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Aykroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Aykroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
I judge myself by different rules, man. Immortal vampire. It's a different world. I don't care. I don't even want to know.
Thank you for your time.
He's on the
We'll
list.
talk later.
He's on the list. As soon as I'm level 4, he's done for.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Have you seen any suspicious activity in the vicinity, Dr. Reed?
No more than usual.
This is no laughing matter, Dr. Reed. A patient of mine has been murdered. Mr. Fiddick is dead. I should have been more cautious.
Are they leveling up? I wonder if their mesmerizing abilities like... Oh, it actually tells us there as well that we've got a cure for their problem. That's good.
What is troubling you so much, Dr. Strickland? Is there something else?
I had to meet face to face with the son and daughter of Mr. Fiddick this afternoon. Their eyes. I could barely stand before their accusing gaze.
This difficult task is part of our job, Dr. Strickland. It's our responsibility.
I know. As I also know they'll never get the answer to the question they daren't ask. They were the embodiment of cold fatalism.
Interesting premise for a game, this, isn't it? Being a doctor and a vampire, or a surgeon and a vampire.
Why are you blaming yourself for the death of Mr. Fiddick?
It is our fault. Mr. Fiddick has stayed longer than needed here because Dr. Aykroyd and I could not agree on the correct treatment.
This argument has nothing to do with his death. He was murdered.
But if we had performed the surgery sooner, he would have left the hospital and avoided this fate.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Makes me wonder what else you could do, you know, like in the same kind of vein. Say the developers of this game made a second game, but in a different kind of field of, like a different career or something.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
$500 XP. Meh. What has happened? What has happened then? Investigate citizens' actions. Something weird just happened, didn't it? I know you. Ooh, 2000 XP. That's a bit nice, isn't it? She's level 3. It's been a while since we fed. What just happened there? We've got an investigate citizens' actions. But for where? Something strange going on, isn't there, around here? I'm looking for like one of those red markers on the floor. Here. Oh, it's outside. Oh, it's outside. Oh, damn it. This just popped up out of nowhere, didn't it? Like a random event. Or an ambient event. So how the hell do I get... Can I get around this way? Oh, here we go. What do I do? Yeah.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
He intended to take his own life. So he wants to die. Well, maybe he can die when we know a bit more about him. Let's go chat to him and his mum.
still more coming.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Alrighty.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
We're going to a loading screen. That's new. Last time that happened, we were talking to the nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Your son wished to die, Beatrice. Why did you hide such crucial information?
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that happen. I won't.
I understand you fear the legal...
She's got fatigue as well.
consequences.
Oh, look at that. Everyone's sick. Jesus.
Mrs. Goswick. But don't you realize your silence significantly affects your son's case?
All my son needs is help and comprehension, not judgment and punishment for what he may or may not have done.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
We really need to make some more medicine, don't we? All right, we'll progress.
Some of the most brilliant minds in London.
Progress with the main quest. When we go past the safe house next, we'll go in and make some more cures, some more potions and stuff. Might as well do it here, eh? Since we're here. Pneumonia. So we've got fatigue 1, headache, fatigue 2, fatigue 3, cold, headache, fatigue 4, cold. About 3 colds and 4 fatigues and 2 headaches. We can't make the cure for headache yet anyway. Alright, well we might as well. We've got to do something about all these sick puppies, you know?
Good evening, Nurse Brent.
Good evening.
Do you require
I will be...
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
I've decided that I won't reveal Dr. Tippett's, shall we say, misdemeanor.
I'm so glad you share my point of view. Dr. Tippett's is a brilliant practitioner. We most definitely need his know-how.
I hope you're right. This is a huge risk we're taking.
Dr. Tippett's must regain his confidence. Please, keep this decision between you and me. He doesn't need to know you found out.
Oh, bollocks. Well, we got 100 shillings. I didn't really realise what I was doing there. Oh well. She's okay now. So we failed one of Dr. Tippett's hints.
Call me if you need assistance.
But maybe she'll give us more hint or something. Who have we got here? Beatrice. Beatrice. Is it? Not going to be Beatrice, is it? Beatrice. Dr. Thoreau's got a headache. Is he a friendly one? Yeah, he's alright, isn't he?
Good evening.
Do you need my... would have been... There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, doctors.
Dr. Rakesh, let's go check him out.
Goody. Do you need... Well, the Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Hindu, maybe?
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
We haven't unlocked any of his hints. Or maybe we haven't asked him many questions.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof! No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Not afraid of death. Level 4. No social circle. There's a lot of people here we can eat now. Ooh. Oh, look at all this XP we could get. We could kill all of these. Him. Him. Her. Him. And him. Goodness me. It's a lot of XP that, isn't it, guys? Think how strong we would become. But we're up in the thousands then. Although obviously we kind of destroy this local area.
How did you get this job? After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
You'd think you would have a social circle with him then, wouldn't you? Yeah, oh.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh, it must only be a few days ago that we killed her then. She came here a few nights ago. Must have been a couple days ago we killed her. I thought it took longer than that to turn.
Please
to see what he's got.
Have to sell.
Sorry if I'm a bit tired
It's
today,
just
like
trinkets and curio.
bit yawny, you know. I didn't sleep last night, so I am a bit tired. Okay, so we've got a few ingredients. To be honest, we could kind of use it, couldn't we? This doesn't tell us what the ingredients are, does it? Be nice if it did. I guess we can just look at what we're low in. Well, we're not really low in anything, but some of those cures are quite demanding on some of the resources. Anyway, maybe we just leave it as it is for now. Alright, that'll do. We've got another doctor here. I don't like him. We're going to let him get sicker. Although, we are going to eat him, so... You know, maybe we should try to keep him clean.
Doctor. How is my son doing?
Keep your food clean, you know.
Do you require...
Do you...
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
I've got a question for you. You have to turn, alright? Are you a vampire or are you a werewolf? If you have an option, but you don't have a choice... Hang on. You don't have a choice because you have to choose, but your only choices are vampire or werewolf, and why? Right, hang on, sorry. Back to the game. We can't eat her yet.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I wonder how many people we can eat before, like, shit hits the fan, you know? I'm just taking some supplies. We've already seen him, haven't we? Okay, I don't know how many things we have left now. A little bit delayed, isn't it, sometimes, that? We've got 1 sepsis, cold, bronchitis, anemia, fatigue, 1 fatigue. Ooh, 3,000 XP, look at that. Okay, I think we're probably pretty close to being good here then, are we? There's only a couple left. We're not touching him. These two. Oswald Thatcher, Newton Blight. They were out on the street, weren't they? Her. Pippa. Where are you, Pippa? She was near the front of the hospital, wasn't she? Like in the main foyer. Where is it? Here's one. Ooh, what's he up to? What are they up to down here? They're up to something. Can I talk to you?
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Do you need medical?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Are they lovers? We don't know that yet, do we? All right.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
His partner's sick as well. He's got a headache, though. We don't have the cure for that, do we? No, we used it, didn't we? So all we can do is really a cold and a fatigue now. So I don't think there's anyone else. Oh, wait. He's got a cold. Let's find Pippa. Let's get her done. We've done everyone else. Although, he's actually probably got some more info now.
Do you feel any better now?
Yes. This neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
He's edible.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Is it now? Bollocks. I didn't realise that's how you lost, like, you lose hints from that. Oh well.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
So I've lost a hint. Interesting. He's not like weak. He's weak though, isn't he? He's not even worth eating. Not really, anyway. So it's just him and her. We're going to do her next. Him we can't touch anyway.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being
Childhood,
trapped
was
is
it?
not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Goodbye,
Alrighty.
Mr. Thatcher.
Yeah, we'll go see Pippa quickly. And then we'll head off to the cemetery. Here she is.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, so that should take care of, well, basically everyone. I'm just wondering if these two, because they're still infected, is that going to increase the chance of some of these other people getting infected? I'm still not quite sure on that. Just looking, there's no like there's no guide anywhere, is there? No. Alright, let's move on then. Let's crack on with the main mission. We do have a few of these now too, don't we, actually? Steal the reports. Maybe we can do that one now. Can you only track one? Yeah. Go to Mortimer Goswick's place. Reach the pharmacy. Missing ingredients. Oh, they're not really on the way though, are they? Yeah, we'll stick with the main quest, and then we might do that other one if we've got enough time. No doubt we'll have a little bit of a fight coming up now. And test out our new power. Critical. I might have a little mess around with the lock on again since it's been a while. Whoa. Jesus, man. Oh, is there another one here? Where did he come from? Still get me a bit. Still get me, those guys. Tell you what, that beast power, rage power was pretty powerful, wasn't it? Okay. What's up this way? Where did I just... Okay, let's have a look in here. I didn't mean to go up here. Oh crap, I've gone the wrong way.
Best turn around if I were you.
Mm-hmm.
Stay and watch yourselves. This
Shit, that leech is fast.
Feels good, man. Alrighty. See what's in store for us in here then.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Discreetly attend Mary's funeral. Save the isolated woman. Where?
Somebody help! Somebody help!
Well, hello there.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Damn. Can't do a medical checkup either. So, oh, she's lost. Interesting. So, where's she from? Here. Ah, right. When it says lost, does that mean you can't help them? Or she's lost because she's lost? Like up here. Sorry, up here. I don't know what that means. I don't know why it says lost there. Anyway, let's carry on.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder?
Oh, interesting.
This man's far too old to be Samuel.
This is one of our side missions.
By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
Where did I see this? Is it this? Was it?
It's locked, all right.
Where's the blood trail then? Maybe it's out here. Yeah, okay, it's on the floor there. Hear that audio? That audio cue there. What was that? Was that just part of the music, or was it something to do with where I was looking? Maybe it was just part of the music. Oh shit. Alrighty.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
There he is. Man, that bite. Oh man, he nearly got me again. Alright. Tell you what, it feels alright against one-on-one, you know, the lock-on.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
We got a diary. Where am I looking? "15th of October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious." Wait, is this the one we read? Yeah, it is, isn't it? I didn't read the first part of it, did I? So didn't we just get another diary? Or was it just a letter that we just picked up off the floor? Yeah, well, there must be something here that I'm missing. Yeah, it's this one. "Father Whitaker is so righteous, so full of compassion and love for the suffering ones. His words are all this city needs. Tonight I gave him all I have, my strength, my faith, my wealth, and if it is not enough, I know where to find more. Father Whitaker and I went to an abandoned house near St. Mary's Church. It was an awful and smelly place. Rats were disputing the rooms to the last remaining residents of the decrepit flats. Most of them are sick, awful, awful odours. On the last floor, Father Whitaker, I don't know why I can't read right now, found an old man lying on a dirty mattress, coughing and spitting blood in a wooden bowl. Father Whitaker knelt before him and prayed a long time. The man seemed to feel better. Then we both helped him find the light. I cried then, and I cry now as I write these lines, for I've never seen a soul so relieved to be finally redeemed. Father Whitaker is a saint. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I wish I'll be able to save as many souls as he does, for it's a real privilege to witness such miracles. Tonight we both went to the whorehouses boarding the canal. I must admit I was very afraid to cross the path of Jezebels, but the buildings were abandoned for a long time. Whores and infections go together, explained Father Whitaker, but their customers quickly get scared when there is a mention of disease. In the last brothel we found 2 sick women sleeping together in a sinful attitude under dirty blankets. The odour was awful once more. The smell of Satan and of the disease, explained Father Whitaker, before kneeling and praying for these 2 lost souls. The women were so frail and sick they were not able to move when I threw the petrol on the blankets. Their souls are now cleansed and purified. Father Whitaker is a saint. I won't let anyone mock the holy man he is. He shall receive more help and support, but as all the true prophets, he is alone. He needs more from his followers. He needs love and proof of love. Tomorrow I shall go back to the cemetery and unearth more wealth for him. The dead have no need for the terrestrial goods, but we need to eat, Father Whitaker and I. Tonight, for the first time, it was my turn to lead the round. I chose to return where we went 10 days ago to see if any more souls needed to be freed. Father Whitaker approved my choice since the good man's work is never finished and Satan never sleeps, he explained. He also said if I keep showing so much zeal, He may soon give me more important missions and tasks. I can't wait. 3 more souls have been cleansed from any corruption tonight. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I dare say we are on the path to greatest. Oh, we are one. I dare to say we are one a path to greatest. Okay, so that's a little bit confusing, that last part, but I don't know. You know, it's you can kind of make sense of it, can't you? What I do know is he's being very naughty, but he's also level 5. Father Tobias Whitaker is so convinced his crusade against the epidemic is the only solution to save London that he sent Samuel, a devoted follower he sees as his son, to cleanse Stonebridge Cemetery. His disciple is supposed to purge the place from evil and pestilence, but something tells me the poor Samuel may be in quite a bad spot. Maybe I should go there and check on his fearless crusader by myself. One thing I thought I might do, when I was kind of reviewing the footage, I thought it was a bit silly that I didn't read this. Considering she was like a main character and we killed her, you know, I should have read it. So we'll read it. Dorothy Crane. This was the nurse we killed, the pillar. 27 years old, female. Mrs. Crane, born Cratunescu, grew up in Romanian Transylvania. It was there she first studied medicine. A Romanian patriot and partisan who dedicated herself to the independence of her country. She fanned the flames of revolt in her comrades leading the resistance. In 1916, she witnessed the defeat of everything that she believed in, and that ended with the repression of her people and the slaughter of her loved ones. She fled to England with her sister and her brother-in-law. Together they embraced the life of exiles and finally ended up in Whitechapel. Her medical background allowed Dorothea to find work as a nurse at the Pembroke Hospital. She changed her name to Dorothy Crane and worked hard within those walls, but when the Spanish flu epidemic hit London, her activist instincts drove her to aid the suffering and dying migrants within Whitechapel. With the help of Darius Petrescu, another old Romanian activist she knew from her partisan years, she set up a dispensary. Thereafter, she made some dubious choices and alliances to finance this illegal haven. Dorothy stole, bribed, and even blackmailed the wealthy to get the money to support it. The night she suspected Lady Ashbury of deviant attitudes, without even realizing what kind of deadly foe she was threatening, she went one step too far. As she died in my arms, she remembered all the legends from her homeland and found the energy to scold me for what I was and what I chose to do. Dorothea Cratunescu never surrendered, even in death. If you're looking at it from a human point of view, you know, it makes you feel bad. Because obviously she was a good person. And she was doing her best to help. But we're not human anymore. We have evolved beyond such a trivial and primitive perspective on life. And these people, their minds are really irrelevant. Their thoughts. Whoa! What are we dealing with here then? He's a bit more strong, isn't he, this one? Can't even see the bastard. Get some lock on happening. Not sure whether he was stronger or whether he just had some abilities. I don't remember seeing many of the others jump around like that anyway. Like shadow abilities, like we have. Oh, okay, we're at a safe house. This fatigue one seems to be the most common, doesn't it? However, there was somebody with bronchitis, wasn't there? Wasn't these ones. He's got fatigue. Oh, it was her. She had bronchitis. Neuralgia. Fatigue. So we've already got one for bronchitis. We don't have one for pneumonia yet. And there are still 2 others we can't make yet. What's this one? Stamina serum. Increases stamina regeneration rate by 100% for 15 seconds. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Oh wow, we've come really far away. Is it morning? No, it's not, is it? Okay, we haven't come that far away then. Yeah, the lock-on seems to work quite nicely with just one enemy. Haven't really had a chance to test it against one person, I think, except for the very, very beginning. Let's try it on these 2. Oh, there's 3 of them. I haven't really used the gun much, have I? I'm going the wrong way now, aren't I? Am I? Oh no, I have to go around there, okay. Oh, it's a big cemetery, isn't it? Good place for a boss fight. Alrighty.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
I wish the tears would come. But I'm empty. And I feel a hypocrite.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan. Don't smother it. What you feel is your humanity. Don't be so quick to lose it.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
That was a very odd That was very odd. That was an odd conversation. What are we doing now? We're going to confess, are we? I don't think that's what's about to happen, is it? Maybe it is.
Last warning! It's a leak! Bloody
Why have I still got the widow in distress marker up? Isn't that done?
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
He's a big guy, isn't he? Christ, he was massive.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Best be moving on. Please, sir. Stay back, beast.
Whoa. What the okay.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Best be on your way home. It's a leech! Kill it!
Alrighty. Just wondering if there's another safe house around here anywhere. There's one right in front of us. So we have to go here anyway. Let's just go in here.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She has been laid to rest. That's all you need to know.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I wish I could forget all this.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Alrighty, so we couldn't really interact with him beyond that conversation.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Good evening, Doc.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Without a proper investigation, her death will go unpunished. Another Whitechapel tragedy. One that people need to hear about.
Do you need...
That would be not...
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Would you like me to...
Doesn't really seem to be anywhere else I can go from up here. Unless I'm just not seeing it.
Good evening.
Change.
What do you know about Nurse?
I paid my respects when she got killed. She died far from her country and from her family. It is a sad story.
Goodbye, man.
It's been too long since we ate. Well, I don't like him. But
Good
we'll
evening, Mr.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
Oh, this is where we have to go, isn't it?
So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you?
Faith.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It's the vanity of that woman which caused her death. Only penance can save us from the scourge.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences.
Quite a judgmental opinion.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon.
Now, we've heard this before, haven't we?
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself. The proliferating sick.
Yeah, he says that now. Wait till you get sick.
You're not the savior of London. You're just a glorified sadist.
I take no pleasure in this awful cleansing, Dr. Reed. I am only driven by the thousands of innocents I save each night.
Innocence. There's no such thing.
Why did you send Samuel to the cemetery, Tobias? What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood, sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
A laughing queen dressed in blood. Tell me more.
This epidemic is her feast, the announcement of her return. Against her, science is no more than a child's toy.
But who is she?
She is the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. She is Babylon, drunk on the blood of the saints.
Why did you...
I sent him on a...
You sent a man to die because of a stupid vision. I have heard enough of your nonsense. Goodbye. Good evening.
It's
I have found Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come back. He is dead, isn't he?
Yes, he is now. The epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily made donations to our cause. He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was the best of us. So devoted, so zealous. He gave all he had for the cause. He tirelessly preached the good word.
Ooh, wow, 5,000. But level 5. It's going to be a while before we can get him.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude. He walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
Of course he did.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Ooh. Oh, damn, we still can't get anyone. Hello, Darius. How's it going?
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
He's past his time, isn't he? Let's face it. He's an old man, he's out on the streets, he's got nowhere to go, he's lost his life, he's lost his work, he's lost it all. Nobody's gonna miss him.
I failed to protect Dorothea. I fall like she fell, but our fight is still alive.
Got a small key. This one belongs to Darius Petrescu. Probably used to open a small chest or trunk. Where was his house again?
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Yes. Sounds like shell shock. I've seen a few cases like yours. This is nothing you should be ashamed of, Benjamin. And it's perfectly natural in your situation.
Not ashamed. I just need my pills. Peace and quiet, that's all.
He's not worth it. Not at this point.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane?
It's a shame nobody chose to take it on after she died. We need that down here.
A gun, alcohol, and...
$750 is not nothing.
Will be proud of me.
What are you doing?
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Alright, okay, alright, alright. Let's give him a little squeeze first. Let's put him in the pot. Let him simmer.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
Oh, we haven't unlocked much for him at all, have we? Wonder how much we could get him up to. That's 500. It looks like he can get up to 1,000. There's plenty other fish in the sea. Much bigger fish to fry. Can I take him down here? I was a little extra hungry tonight. I've been playing for over an hour and a half, you know what I mean? I'm getting pretty not rampant. I'm ravaged. Famished? I don't know. I'm just very hungry. God, I tell you what, I've got to take him on a fair walk, haven't I? This place is going to be a mess, isn't it?
No, not now. Not me, please. I'll be good.
Albert's revolver. Picked up a nice little gun there. Increase firepower. Decrease reloading time. Slightly better damage than the one we've got. Increase rate of fire by 20%. Add 5 stun points when projectiles reach their target. Interesting. Probably worth a pretty penny too. $4,000 XP, I mean, it's something, isn't it? So where have we got to go? We've got to go all the way back over there. Large box of pills.
Over there!
Can't get that. Oh, right, I'm on a cooldown. We are pretty powerful. We're suffering occasionally a little bit of damage, but it's not massively affecting us. What's in here then? Oh, I came in here, didn't I? The other time there was not much going on, was there? So I'm wondering whether or not we'll find Darius's house again. We found a key to his place. Oops. This place is going to be overrun soon, isn't it?
Better go home, sir.
How the hell did he get back up? Sorry about that. Had a quick phone call there. I had to check. Wet Boot Boys note. Concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one, Albie. He's as stupid as a stool but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs for the black market and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a Wet Boot Boy and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders.
I'm sure Albert would like to know he's been accepted by the Wet Boot Boys.
We're seeing recruit, new investigation.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
You. I remember you.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Tell me what you are.
I am the whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron
had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Well, we know Whitechapel's screwed. The docks aren't so bad. We did do a lot of healing here, so this might go up. The hospital, at least. I mean, we healed a couple here, but obviously we ate a couple too. There's still a couple people we haven't met yet in Whitechapel. I guess we haven't spent too much time there. And there's still a whole district we haven't even been into yet. Like I said in the, I think one of the other episodes.
The vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity. Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
I'm sort of just following the main quests, and if it, I imagine at some point it's going to take us to that district that we haven't been to yet. Alright guys, let's evolve. Let's rest through the daytime. And dissolve all of our worries and concerns. Shadow Mist, I use it quite a bit. But what else have we got here? Claws. Might like to play around with this one, you know. Close range strike that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. I might go with that because the Shadow Mist, I do use it, but autophagy, the healing one too, we do use that a little bit. That's 2,000. You trade the instant health gain for a greater regeneration. You trade more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain an additional boost on your health regeneration. Ultimate. This is probably going to be really expensive anyway. 3,000. I can't get it yet. Blight. These are all kind of level 2. These ones, I mean. And these ones. What's this one down here again? Spring. Oh yeah, that's useful. We use that quite a lot. But it's locked. The next level's locked anyway. Until we're level 18. I suppose we could do like a general endurance boost. We can actually afford a couple of these. A few of them. Oh wow, we could be really high level in endurance if we wanted to be. Probably the same for this, isn't it? Maybe, yeah, I might go for endurance because we do seem to run out of endurance quite easily. Just go all endurance. Yeah, this is not going to let me, is it? Nah. Close. What else? Can I get this one? The 6? Oh, it's 2,000. Okay. I'm going to equip that now in a second. I don't think I can take any of these. No, they're all the same. Maybe I could do this one. Yeah, I could do this one. Just general health. Might as well. So we've got a new ability, Claws. Upgraded our endurance quite a bit and our health a little bit. And I'm quite happy with everything else as it is. I like that rage. It'd be interesting if the mechanics changed in its appearance as you evolved it. Which I'm going to guess that it probably doesn't. Maybe it does on the final one. But maybe it doesn't. Okay, let's see the effect we've had on the populace and the economy. Alright, so we've cured a lot of sicknesses. So their health level's gone up. Stable. So we've just got these 2 sicknesses here. Actions have impacted the borough's economy. Very good. This is bad, right? Critical. Still critical though, not hostile. So you can kind of get away with, like, you know, eating a few of the locals as long as you take care of the bugs at the same time. This shouldn't have really changed. And this one shouldn't have changed at all. Still level 2 mesmerize level though. Convince Xiao Shun to go back to Whitechapel. Meet Edgar Swansea at the hospital. So these are the 2 main missions we've got. Well, I'm glad that one evolved. This one, because, you know, it was stuck there. It seemed to be stuck there for a minute. Oh shit, yeah, alright. We've eaten him. I guess we've got to eat his dad now, don't we? Give it to Benjamin Palmer. Yeah, I mean, we'll give it to him, I guess. Oh, I see. So we could have given the note to the young boy. Nah, just going to eat him. That's 320 XP. His son's gone. Might as well get rid of him as well. That way nobody's suffering. And Joe, these ones we can do. Maybe, I don't know, we'll leave them for now. These ones aren't too bad. These ones aren't so bad. But this one, he'll struggle now without his son. Anyway, we'll get to that later. Alright guys, that is going to be it for another episode of Vampire. Yeah, still good. I'm enjoying it, and I'm interested and excited to see how the story goes. And I get a feeling, you know, based on the fact that we saw that giant vampire, that we're closer, possibly in this chapter or whatever we're in now, or wherever we're about to be in. I get a feeling that we may be soon making some connections with some serious characters. The kind of characters that don't exist on that board. You know, the board of the delicacies, the menu. The kind of people that don't exist on the menu. And I look forward to that, to getting a little bit of backstory. Actually, that's one thing I might like to just quickly look at. Is have we picked up any more of these special notebooks? Where are they? This one, was it? Yeah. No, because I'm very much looking forward to reading of these. And maybe even this one, the story of Ascalon. And this one, different species. And this one, the origin of vampires. I don't know where we get these from. Maybe it's from the world. I think a few of these we picked up, didn't we, just from around when we were exploring. Maybe one of them got dropped off of a body after we killed it or something like that. And we've got a fair bit of money too, but yeah, we'll carry on with this. What are we on now? Thursday. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we've still got 3 days left. So I'll do another one today. I may even do another couple episodes today. It just depends. I didn't sleep last night, and you know, I'm going to try and stay awake for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll be able to do another couple videos, but we'll just see how we go. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Vampire, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Goodbye for now.